Welcome to Mérida.
Last December, we indefinitely relocated to Mexico from the United States, and since then, our time has been split between Valladolid and Merida in the Yucatan Peninsula. Mérida has been our home base since leaving Valladolid, and it's such a lovable city, bike-friendly, super walkable, and it has an amazing food scene and culture. But one of our favorite things about Mérida are all of the amazing day trips that you can take. Everything from beautiful beaches with flamingos, the ruins of ancient Maya cities, crystal clear swimming holes known as cenotes, but one of our absolute favorites is just under an hour away from Mérida, and it's known as the Yellow City.
We are standing in front of a beautiful bright yellow convent in the middle of the second largest atrium in the world, second only to the one in the Vatican.
Yeah, but this atrium and convent is actually not what this place is famously known for. In fact, we're standing on a giant Mayan pyramid right here in the middle of the city, and the views are absolutely amazing from up here.
Yep, but this is also not what Izamal is most famously known for. Actually, it is most famously known for its vibrant yellow streets. Yellow, 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 just like the Coldplay song. Everything out here is a bright, vibrant color of yellow. Kind of gold, it looks like the sun.
This convent was founded in 1549 and the construction on it was complete in 1562. So it is really old. In fact, it was one of the first monasteries in the Western Hemisphere, but much older than the convent itself is the Maya temple that the convent was built on top of. I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, but the Maya temple was called Popolchac. And when the Spanish conquered Izamal, they tore down many of the Maya pyramids and used the stones to build not only this monastery, but other 16th century buildings in town. Before the Spanish arrived, Izamal was a huge Maya city on par with Chichen Itza. Luckily, not all of the Maya structures were destroyed. In fact, one of Izamal's nicknames is the City of Hills. But it has a flat terrain. The so-called hills are just the Maya temples that have been overgrown over the years, much like the hill that the St. Anthony's Monastery was built on top of.
So Pope John Paul II actually visited Izamal back in 1993, and he toured the city, and they put some statues up of him in remembrance of that time. I can see why he visited. This city has a strong Catholic influence, which is really unique because it's a perfect place to experience the Catholic influence and the Mayan influence kind of conjoining and meeting right in the middle. And the downtown area is so small that you're just walking past evidence of the Catholic church and evidence of the Mayan history that dates, of course, much further back in the area. But it's just really unique to see both of those influences meeting in the middle here.
So we just stopped in a store called Luke, and they were extremely nice. They had bathrooms for 5 peso each, so we had to use those. Also, I got a really beautiful hand embroidered face mask, but the coolest part about it was they let us try 3 different liquors, and one of them was like extremely sweet. It kind of had a content like almost like syrup.
I can see why, yeah. That would be good with coffee.
Oh, it's sweet.
That is good.
But that was like such a cool experience because we have only tried mezcal here really, and then a couple of different beers, cervezas. So yeah, if you're in Izamal, you need to stop by the Luke store and check out their handcrafted goods and liquors.
Something kind of cool, guys. There's a random mural here on a wall, and the reflection of the roof next to it Almost looks like the side of the biggest pyramid at Chichen Itza, El Castillo. Well, we thought we were done climbing up the largest pyramid here in Izamal, but we got up the first section. Turns out we have more to go. But yeah, this is amazing. I can't believe these are right in the middle of the city. And this is completely free to visit, just like the atrium. And people, what else is free to do and way easier than climbing this is clicking the subscribe button. It's free, so easy, and it really helps us out.
The pyramid that we're on top of right now, I hope I'm saying the name right, but it is called Knichkakmo, and it is the tallest pyramid in Izamal, but it's the third tallest pyramid in Yucatan, so that's really cool. And this pyramid itself was dedicated to the sun god, or is dedicated to the sun god, and it's really unique experience to see because it's still overgrown with grass and trees on the side, so it's a much more raw experience than the other temples and ruins that we visited so far in the Yucatan.
Guys, it's in the 90s today. 93 degrees. Whew, and we were not expecting this pyramid to be such a climb, but it was. And after the last over 2 months in the Yucatan Peninsula, climbs, other than the pyramids of course, are not very common, so we're feeling this. What'd you think about that, Lauren?
I'm resting. It's beautiful up here though.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was a climb though.
Yeah, and we are the only people up here on the top.
Ah.
So all of this is also part of the hill. This is just the little summit, top, the highest part of the pyramid. So many little yellow streets. And the reason this town is yellow, it's not exactly known. Some people say it was so it was always light for the sun god that a lot of the temples were built for. Other people say that they painted it yellow to keep it uniform like the convent for the Pope's visit, to kind of make it more uniform and impressive. One thing you'll notice out here is that everyone wants to walk on the same side of the sidewalk wherever there's shade from the sun. So depending on the time of day, one sidewalk will be completely crowded and the other one will be empty, and then vice versa. Izamal actually has so many things that make it unique. That's why it has actually so many nicknames and things that it's known for, like the Yellow City, the City of the Hills, the City of Three Cultures, the Maya, Catholic, and the mixture of the two, and even several more. But the irony is that despite being known for so many cool things, it actually isn't all that well known. In fact, we were probably only some of maybe 24 other tourists, which is really, really crazy because it has so much going for it. It definitely earned the title of Pueblo Mágico, and this is, I think, one of only 2 Pueblo Mágicos in the state of Yucatan. Of course, Valladolid and Izamal. So definitely do not miss Izamal. The only downside is that this area does get insanely hot and humid, and the Yellow City is definitely no exception. But the good news is that Mérida and the surrounding area has a lot of diversity in things to do, including the beach, of course, and some amazing cenotes. And cenotes are basically just sinkholes caused by limestone breaking up and exposing underground rivers that are usually super blue and crystal clear. And just 45 minutes south of Izamal and just outside of Mérida, about an hour, is an amazing little city called Homun, which is surrounded by dozens and dozens of these amazing swimming holes where you can always cool off, which are what you saw in the intro of this video. So make sure you subscribe and wait for another day trip from Mérida video all about those cenotes and more cenotes in the Yucatan Peninsula. Also, stay tuned for another video coming out about how much we spend every month living here in the Yucatan Peninsula and many, many more. And we hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Until next time.